Good morning from Quality Inn. It's about 8 a.m. I've kind of had an easy start to my morning. I enjoyed the continental breakfast here and enjoyed a cup of coffee, talked to some family from home, and now I'm finishing packing up and I'm gonna head out here soon. Just got back out to trail, and my plan today is to hike 17 miles to Duncannon. I'm hoping to stay at a hostel there, somewhere, or no, kind of outdoorsy. It's just like a bunk room, but Duncannon isn't known for being the safest place, so I wanted to stay somewhere where I would be with other people. So kind of outdoorsy is what I'm looking for. So 17 miles today into Duncannon, and I think this is the first time, I was thinking about this yesterday, I think this is the first time that I've like gone from one hotel to like the hostel, like 2 nights in a row, sleeping indoors, like, but hiking in between. So I think this is the first time I've done that. So that's kind of fun. It's nice to not have to set up my tent for a couple of days. If the hostel's full, I will probably hike out of Duncannon and go a couple miles further, but I'm not thinking the hostel's gonna be full. So should probably figure out the reservation system pretty soon here and make sure. So I guess right now I'm walking by a Mennonite farm, and I think they have a little trail, like a food stand of some sort. That's walking distance from trail. So I'm gonna go check it out. Supposedly all of the dairy products are like freshly made from this farm, from their own cows. And I love stuff like this. So definitely gonna check it out if I can find it. That farm stand was right on trail, and it was so awesome. I thought their prices were very reasonable. A dozen eggs for $2.50. It's like unheard of. Plus, like, they had milk, and ice cream, and looks like they have chocolate milk, but they were out of it. They had rhubarb. It looked so good. If I were home, I would have bought that without hesitation. But it was such a cute little stand. I love stuff like that. I got ice cream, cookies and cream ice cream. And I also got a Gatorade. So I'm still in this stretch of no water. So I thought I can have a Gatorade in a little while. And I'm gonna eat this ice cream here in a minute while I'm hiking. So there was a place to sit down, but I thought I could hike and eat at the same time. So I will do that. The farm was beautiful. I really wanted to take a video or a picture of it, but I didn't want to be disrespectful for those who lived there. But super positive experience to start my day. It's 11 a.m. and I have hiked around 7 miles so far today. Not bad considering I haven't even been on trail for 3 hours yet, so I'll take it. When I looked at the map earlier today, it looked like I had 2 pretty big climbs, and I just finished the first of those 2. So now I'm making my way back down currently, and then in a little while I'll start my second climb. The climb wasn't too bad. There's a fly on me. There were some switchbacks and there was a staircase. So it wasn't too bad of a climb. And we'll see how the next one goes here. I think I have a couple miles though before I start that climb. So not bad today. I don't think I mentioned earlier that I expect to be reuniting with Dave Squared today. They have been consistently like 10 to 15 miles-ish ahead of me. The plan was for us to start hiking together again on Saturday. It had worked out like this past Saturday. It was going to work out that after I dropped off my nephew Richie, that I could like get back together with them. But then I got shingles and I physically couldn't do the like paces that I needed to do to keep up with them. So I let them go ahead, and then I found out that they were going to do a Nero today into Duncannon, and I was doing a full day into Duncannon. So I think we'll be back together. It's been since before Harper's Ferry that we all were together. So that's something definitely to look forward to. All right, I'm getting ready to start my second big climb of the day. It's 12:15. After I finish this climb, I should be doing like a pretty long ridge walk, and then downhill into town. Last I checked, I think I had like 8 miles till town, so it's a little less than that now. I'm not sure exactly how many, but I heard the ridge walk is going to be pretty rocky, so we'll see how that goes. I heard it's kind of like the start of the Pennsylvania Rocks, so we'll see. I think I've made it to the top of this climb, and I'm kind of starting this long ridge walk. I think it goes on for a few miles, and it is rocky, just like I was told. But I'm gonna say it here, and I'm gonna try to stick to my word. I'm gonna have a good attitude about these Pennsylvania rocks. Walking in rocks, I feel like I've made it clear in my previous videos. It's not my favorite, but I've decided the Pennsylvania rocks, they're kind of like a rite of passage. Everyone has to go through them to complete their thru hike. They're notorious, but I can get through it, and I'm gonna try to have fun getting through it. And be positive and just be grateful to be out here. But yes, that's my viewpoint right now, that I'm going to embrace the rocks for the challenge that they are. I'm sure I'll be really thankful though when I'm through the state of Pennsylvania. I have 3.5 miles until I get to town, and it is 1:55 p.m. The ridge walk is going pretty well. It's not too rocky at the moment, but I was saying earlier about how I was going to be positive about Pennsylvania and the rocks, and I wasn't gonna, gonna embrace it and have fun with it. So a little while after that, I met a section hiker who's doing the section of Pennsylvania and who's going south. So we stopped and talked for a minute on the trail, and he was telling me about how terrible the rocks have been, how he fell at Lehigh Gap. He said, "You're gonna hate Pennsylvania. The rocks are just awful." And so I told him, well, good news. The rest of Pennsylvania is gonna be a lot better for you. So we laughed about that, but just thought it was funny that, like, just after my resolve to be positive, I met somebody who is very negative. But that's okay. So far, for me at least, it's been all right.